Hey, Cecelialane here. Oh my gosh, I need to get this tooth fixed. This is a fake one, and it is darkening. Okay, like y'all were really interested in that. That's not why I came. Not because of my tooth. Um, so I had my second consultation this past week. I went to a place called, let me get the name of the place, because I need to refer to it so that you guys can know. The place that I went to was Divino Plastic Surgery. Divino Plastic Surgery, and the surgeon's name is Carlos A. Chacon in Bonita, California. Um, okay, so I know I'm new to all this, but it seems to me that when you're shopping for a plastic surgeon, it's a pretty personal type thing. I mean, it's not the kind of thing I have to be sold on. I've already decided that I want plastic surgery, have a good idea of what I want, but obviously I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know all the benefits and drawbacks of certain things. I don't know what could necessarily be better for me to get the look that I'm going for versus what will not achieve that look. But I don't really need to be sold on you. And I have to say, it was a lot like going to a car salesman. I'm not gonna lie. Um, the young lady who talked to me in the beginning and I guess started the whole consultation thing, I guess that was like try and connect with the customer type thing. And then, excuse me. And then after that, I spoke with the doctor. He was really nice. I liked him a lot. Seemed very competent, very knowledgeable. Gave me a lot of really good information. He was familiar with Dr. Sear, the doctor that I had my previous consultation with. Said that he had even been offered a position with Dr. Sear and had turned it down to start his own practice. And said that his work was good and he couldn't really say anything negative about him. He did say, though, that Dr. Sear used a lot of gadgets or techniques that he's not really into, and he keeps it more like simplistic. However, he didn't really have anything he could say negatively about Dr. Sear. He did give me a lot of great information. He disagreed with Dr. Sear. He felt like if you have the dimples in your buttocks, that you can't really fill them in. You could actually make them worse if you go trying to do that. Best thing is just go ahead and do a BBL, and many people will see improved results in terms of, you know, the appearance of their buttocks afterwards. Some people, it will still remain dimpled. It's just genetics, and I have a lot of good genetics. That's an area where my genetics are not so good. That I have a dimply booty. It's dimply. I don't really think it's that much of a big deal. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me all that much. So, I mean, if you can fix it, you can fix it. If you can't, you can't. Not really a big deal. He did talk a lot about how I wanted to just inject fat rather than putting an implant into my breast, and you know, what are the pros and cons of going either way. He said that my nipple sits very low on my breast, and there's very little space between my nipple and the bottom of my breast. As a result, if he just did the injection of the fat, it would still have the same kind of look where my, you know, nipple is kind of like hanging low, a little sad and low. That I would have better results if he did a combination of an implant, so it'd give a nice fuller roundness and more natural look, in addition to going ahead and moving the nipple up a little bit, because even with the implant, he'd still need to go ahead and do the, I guess, breast lift type thing or nipple relocation in order to get the look that I would really be wanting. So it was a lot of great information. Other than that, he told me kind of pretty much the same things that Dr. Sear talked about. Uh, and I liked him. I liked him. The place was more on like the fancy side, you know, a little, not gaudy, but showy, can I say? Um, and like I said, it had that feel of car salesmanship. I hate to say that, but that's really the sense that I got, that they were like trying to sell me on how great they were. When really I had already made a decision I was going to have plastic surgery. I just needed them to let me know their techniques, their style, what were the pros and cons of the things I was thinking about, what was going to give me the results that I wanted, that, you know, maybe I was trying to go a different direction. That was the wrong direction to get what I was interested in, and how they could achieve my results by going in a different direction. So things like that, which was more of how Dr. Sear handled it all. I gotta admit, Dr. Sear was very much like, you know, your grandfather, your uncle, your dad type thing. I mean, just he had this really familial and fatherly, like, I don't know, bedside manner about him, you know. And he was really big on saying like, oh, here are some other surgeons that you should go meet with. Take your time, take as much time as you need. Go and consult with plenty of other people, you know, hear what they have to say, get their pricing, their style, find out their techniques and everything. And when you're done all that, then come back to me if this is where you want to be and this is where you want to get your surgery. This place was more like, you don't need to do that. You just need to go with us. Like literally at the end of my consultation, when I met with the young lady that I had met with at the beginning, she actually said to me, why do you need to consult with anyone else? And I was like, so I can make an educated decision about something that is going to intrinsically change who I am. It's not like buying a car. That's why I don't like the car salesmanship. It's not like buying a car. If you fuck up and get the wrong damn car, it's not the end of the world. You don't carry that car and walk around with it 24/7. That is not what people see of you 24/7, is that car. But if you go and you get some stuff done on your body and that shit ain't right, that's it. I mean, a car doesn't make you hate yourself and hate to look in the mirror and hate seeing what you are, and, you know, voices who say bad things about you. That's it. A car doesn't, I mean, those kind of, it's not, it's so much more personal when you're having plastic surgery. And for me, they would have given me a much better impression if they had stuck to that side of things rather than trying to sell me on them and, you know, making comments like, why do you even need to consult anybody else? Come on, let's go ahead, let's sign the dotted line. I mean, like it was an impulse buy or something. This is not an impulse buy type of thing. You know, we save up lifetimes for this type of stuff. We put everything into the weight loss surgery, and then we save up, you know, to go ahead and do these other improvements so that we can hopefully have permanent results. It is not a last moment impulse, oh, you guys sound really great, those boobs look so awesome, I have to have them right now type thing. I just didn't, I didn't like that. I was put off by it. And then it was, like I said, it was a little too fancy schmancy for me. I'm more about like, I'm not really interested in impressions, you know, like you appearance type trying to impress me with all this bling or fanciness in your office or whatever. They had all these great high-tech gadgets. Oh my gosh, their computers and mouse and everything was just so fancy and new age, and I hadn't even seen shit like that. But I was like, that's not what I'm really interested in, right? I just want to know, do you really care about me? Does it really matter to you if the way that I look is how I want to look not how you know it will look good on your wall, right, or in the pictures that you show or whatever. Are you concerned about me as a person being satisfied and happy and comfortable with the end result? And I have to say, I didn't really get so much a sense of that. It was more like about, you know, come on, let's get another one, let's get another notch in our belt, another feather in our hat, another great picture to show because we know, you know, we'll do surgery on her and it'll end up looking really great, etc. Um, it just had that feeling. So I'm going to admit, uh, they're not on my list anymore. So I'm going to be scheduling some more consultations for the next couple of weeks, and I will obviously be touching base with you about those results. Right now, Dr. Sear is still in the running and in the #1 spot for me in terms of who I'd like to do my surgery and who I'm feeling most comfortable with. And the great thing is, yeah, there's other things that I'm learning. This is the wonderful thing about doing the consultations. I'm learning other things from the other surgeons so that when I come back to Dr. Sear, I can say, you know what? I learned all this new great stuff, and as a result, I've decided I don't want to go with fat injections for my breasts. I do want to go ahead and get an implant. And I want to move my nipple. And let's not worry about my dimples. We don't need to try and fill those in. Let's just try and contour the top area of my buttocks and maybe do a little fill at the top of my buttocks. Just general filling more fat, putting more fat in my buttocks to make it a little rounder or something. And then let's definitely do the, you know, tummy tuck, etc., etc. So I feel like it's beneficial to go to the other consultations because it's helping me over time decide what is the right technique or procedure that I need to have to get the result that I'm looking for in the end. And everybody has a different perspective of that. Uh, and I am taking pieces of the perspectives that align with my own perspective, right? So that I can then come back to Dr. Sear and say, hey, this is where I'm at. I know definitively now what it is that I want. And, you know, you start hearing reoccurring themes, same comments, same kind of techniques being pushed or promoted, and you start seeing a reoccurring theme going on, and you're like, okay, yeah, I thought at first that I could go this route, but you know what, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to go another route if I want the look that I'm looking for. So that is it. Consult 2 number is done. Yeah, it did not go terribly well. The price tag was really high too. Oh my gosh. I think they quoted to do not an implant, just the breast injections, take some fat out of my arms, do the tummy tuck and around the body liposuction with some BBL. $22,000. I was like, holy shit. Holy shiznits. And they're talking about, you know, we have people to finance, you can finance people. And I was like, I don't want to finance $22,000 through somebody. I'd rather pay out of pocket $22,000, save that up. And geez, that's like more than a car note. I don't buy $22,000 cars. I buy like $13,000 cars because I'm cheap as fuck. There's my car right there. 13,000, and that was with the actually I didn't put 1 cent down on it either. I just financed everything, and that included the warranty on it. So I just, yeah, that's unfathomable to me. Finance $22,000 for cosmetic surgery. I just take that out of my 401k and my savings. If I was gonna go out like that, I'm not gonna, no. That's more than a car note. It's ridiculous. And I'm sure the interest rate would be higher too, so it's just crazy. Anyways, so there we are. Uh, I will definitely be back to update you on my next consultation, let you know how it goes. But this one is a no, a definite no for me. So until next time, YouTube, bye.